Welcome back to my 1 to 70 walkthrough of my Night Elf Druid DragonFlight series. I'm currently level 69. In this I will probably be hitting 70. I got 16,500 gold and an item level of 295. As always, there's nothing to it but to do it. And I am currently working on, I think, the last story part before I need to do the campaign for DragonFlight. So that's pretty nice. Hopefully I finish this before I hit 70, but I tend to finish it either way. More than likely, though, if I do happen to finish it, I will probably just dungeon the rest of the way.
Yes, I have time. For now, you know where to find me.
Accepting this quest will begin a timer. I'm down.
I will do what we can to speed our path through.
I probably should have read the quest there. It really wasn't very specific about what it wanted me to do, but oh no! This is a very odd quest.
Where are we?
The war of the shifting sands. Take care to avoid the combatants.
I always thought this zone was kind of cool looking with all the bugs and stuff. I kind of find it odd they never did anything else really with type of like enemies as bugs. At least I don't think. I think they did in Nax, which is Wrath of the Lich King, but after that I don't think they really did. Nax had some areas, or Wrath of the Lich King has some areas that were extremely bug-based, like AN, which is, I don't remember the name. They got the Old Kingdom dungeon, so.
The Pandaren.
I read about this.
Pandaland.
Those Mogu were vicious. Go, Pandaren! Kick their ass!
Zera.
Authoritarian regime to the curb!
I mean, I guess that's one way to say it. I really didn't like this expansion personally. I just didn't find the dungeons very fun to do. I kind of have wished that for this expansion they had done the monkeys as the playable race too, and pandas. I just think it would have been a lot more fun if they had introduced two, instead of doing one playable race for both sides. I feel like that's kind of the easy way out.
Where are we? Is this even Azeroth?
It is Azeroth. Though, an exceptionally long time ago.
We should find Chromie and get out of here. This place is scary.
Interesting.
Is it that time already? I'll be deep in my books. You know where to find me. Yes. From before the Titans found Azeroth. This... You will follow him to the deep places. The dark waters will flow in his wake. I know you. What you were. What?
I am so glad you're here. Weird. You did it.
We saved Chromie.
Will die.
It's been a pleasure. Good luck on your next adventure.
It's optional to speak with Chromie.
Is this goodbye, or we just need a moment?
Less chatter, more focus.
You will die.
I think I have to guard them.
Here comes the Black Empire. Right on time.
I don't actually fully remember
You immortal was so timeless.
the lore behind this stuff.
So grumpy.
I believe in you.
Use the staff. Remember your training. With many eyes.
If this is what they had to deal with when they came here, though, no wonder they won. Stuff as weak as can be.
Keep going, champion. Just a little bit more. We're almost done. We'll be back soon.
Brace yourselves.
And more cinematic.
Ooh, our oath stone. It's restored. Thank goodness. I never want to go so far into the past again. But I'm glad I had some help getting back.
You have aided Chronormu. For that, I am grateful and will spare you. But leave. Quickly.
We will bring you to your ultimate fate. You cannot deny what is to come. When we meet again, do not expect clemency for what has transpired.
All that matters is this moment.
No Stormo. Are you okay?
Eternus nearly succeeded. I thought I had more time.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I thought I was strong enough to defeat her.
Ah, Chronormu. You have done nothing wrong. You fought valiantly and well. But Eternus is right. My fate is inevitable.
What do you mean?
Each day that passes, the future flows into the present, which blurs into the past. Soon, it will merge into one. And that is when I will become my darkest self. Murazond. And when that day comes to pass, I look to you to do what must be done.
Yes, Timeless One. I will do exactly what you need me to. I will find another way.
There is none.
Time encompasses all possibilities. You told me that. I will search every timeline.
That was very boring.
Open your mind to what is yet to
Ooh,
come.
nice trinket though.
Certain events are inevitable.
I guess this is what probably unlocks your campaign.
The future will unfold as it
Just
was
assuming
meant
though,
to.
mostly on that one. Back over here I go. I'm only one bar into this level, so I might end up just starting the campaign and just make this video part of the campaign series I plan to do. Because at this point, I mean, there's no point of dungeoning to 70. I'd be better off just starting the campaign ahead of time. Because I'm fairly certain I never did the campaign on my other tune. I think I just finished this and then quit, basically, WoW. But last time I also did a bunch of side quests and stuff, so I actually was near 70 when I did it. Let's see. Moving on, which means I have to go up to the top of that. Trying to decide if I want to gear up and make a gearing guide, or not really a gearing guide, but a gearing walkthrough at 70, or if I want to just make another video series of leveling up another tune set. Wow. Yeah, that's why I don't like the city. You lag a lot when you first get here. Let's see. I got a 322 ring. Decent stats. Campaign complete. So I guess this is what you get when you finish the campaign. World quest unlocked, adventure mode unlocked. The feature of characters can do Dragon Isle zones in any order and access world quests immediately. Gain renown with the major factions of the Dragon Isle and prepare for the conflict ahead. That's pretty good. So now I have to make the decision, and I ended up at exactly 300 item level. That is amazing. So my options are to start doing these quests. So I will probably go ahead and just start doing those. I gotta remember how to get down now. I would say, okay, yeah, so this isn't up yet. So I'll start by doing whatever's here in the city. I could always do World Quest. The only issue you're going to end up having with World Quest with gearing is the unfortunate fact of at 70, I think it takes until the World Quest reset to actually fix. Unfortunately. This is not part of the story. So we got this, which is part of the story, so I can do that. Anything with the little hexagon type shape. I think I said that before. So that'll be what I focus on. I am going to turn this in, even though I'm 69.
To see them return.
Yeah, so I didn't even get anything that mattered with gear. I just got some renown and stuff, so yeah, it's fine. I waited all this time for nothing. But yeah, now I'm on these quests. I could go back if I want to. I mean, I got dungeon quests. I got 4 different dungeons. So I wonder what the chances are that I can actually get one at this point. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing these. Which the open orientation requires me to do this quest. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those real quick. Because at the end of the orientation, it does something with the spark.
The aspects have returned.
This is the trade coordinator, which seems to have gear for the Valdraken Renown. I don't know if you can raise the level of this stuff. I'm assuming you can, but most of it's actually pretty low level, so I doubt it would even be useful. That's kind of interesting.
Honor all
Wait, what was that
dragons
herbalism thing?
for the glory of the dragons.
Oh, so they have a +4 herbalism skill, which requires herbalism. They got one for +4 scanning. They got one for mining, which is +4. I wonder why. And they got nothing else.
Victory in all your battles.
Okay, let's go up here.
You got the coin? That's how you got the bargains.
Let's just go up here and turn this quest in real quick. And once I finish with this orientation stuff, I can go... I'm not really sure. Oh, what's this? I'll go ahead and take that just in case. More supplies. Renowned supplies. Let's see, we got orientation, which is all the way over here. Let's see if I can just flight master to it. Now I'll go take this quest too and go ahead and consider starting my campaign. I imagine this is actually not part of the campaign. I think this is just like showing like where stuff is at. Once I finish the campaign, I'll make quests for ZC and the Forbidden Reach probably as well. However, I might just do the one that's the newest. I'm not fully sure what the order is.
Yeah, what you want? Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, Jumpstart is part of the Spark of Ingenuity campaign, I believe. Oh, whoops. We're going down. Oh, I was just gonna fly in circles. I didn't realize it wanted me to jump out.
Welcome, adventurer. May you be worthy. Persevere to claim the power of the engine. You first must prove you are worthy of Tyr's invention. Seek out my statue in the Azure Span, and we shall see if you are up to the challenge.
All the way down there? Well, I need to go do the base camps too, so... Unfortunately, from this point on, it's probably just going to be a lot of me flying around. Is my guess. So I might actually go ahead and queue up for dungeons while I do this. That way I can call it like a campaign dungeon. Oh, plus that's up. Now I can do that. Hopefully, I have 4 dungeon quests. How many dungeons are there? I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me make sure I count that right. 5, 6, 7. There's 8 dungeons. I have 4 quests. I have a 50% chance of getting my dungeon. So I will probably not get my dungeon. Let's see, I need to do this. So let's fly there first. It'll be a lot faster. I probably should have set my hearth to there. I could have just hearthed back after doing those. The Izakar, I'm not sure what zone those were in. I'll be the first to say I'm not 100% sure what most of the stuff on the map is. This is a PvP thing, I believe, but I could be wrong. In the past, it has been. You got quest, side quest. There's tons of options once you hit 70 and once you finish the main story campaign, which I would finish that all the way through first. However, you can do your side quests if you want. And if it's past your first tune, I don't even know that I would mess with doing the main story. There is no point in terms of gameplay because you already have all the stuff unlocked. I would probably just start on the campaign.
I have answers if you have questions. What have you learned lately? Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Take a look. I sell all manner of wares.
Got some look items. So there is some benefits to getting renowned, it looks like, because you can get stuff for your dragon riding mount in terms of looks. I don't know if there's actually anything useful at this point that will require research. Let's sell those. There's a bug mount. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. I might actually go for this because I actually really like that bug mount.
See you soon. Interested in a lesson?
That will be a if I stay interested in WoW type of thing. Yeah, I don't even know if it's really a point of getting this type of gear anymore in terms of grinding for it. Because, let me double check here. Dungeons. These are the 8 dungeons. Just randomly click on one. Heroic. Heroics give you 389. I would probably say there's no point of even doing that. Maybe if there's crafting stuff and if it can be upgraded, it would be worth it, but I mean, it's pretty easy to get because I think normal gear is 336. So once you are able to, you can then queue for heroics. You might be able to even buy gear off the auction house at this point because usually the way expansions work is the longer it's out, the easier it is to get past that first gear hurdle.
Lord Admiral's favour, friend. Look always to the sea. Safe passage to you. Keep the wind in your sails. Smooth sailing. Keep the wind in your sails.
Let's see what we got here. Some cosmetic stuff, some 376 gear. I mean, if you happen to have it, it's probably worth buying. Got another mount. Oh, that's a bug mount.
Smooth sailing.
More supplies. Oh, there's the...
What adventure brings you here? Can I join?
Now I need to go to... I'm not fully sure. Iskara. So I just gotta look through the zones to see where the open orientation Iskara is at. Wonder if it's up here. No. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure where it's at. Let's see what it says. Forbidden. We got that. Let me go ahead and close all these. One way you can do this sometimes is by like untracking stuff. Stuff. Usually if you click on it, this is all the way down here. I'm kind of surprised I'm having such... Oh, I bet that's down here. That's probably why I can't even see it. Because that is the Easy car down there. Yep, there it is. Took me a second. Unfortunately, this leveling experience is going to be a lot slower than my previous ones. Because I'm going to be jumping around a lot to start this stuff. But the nice part is this is down here and my other thing's over here, so it's just like a straight flight over. And then I can start my DragonFlight. Because right now I'm doing the Spark Ingenuity, which is crafting, I believe, and Dragon Isle Emissary. So I believe this is the Spark Ingenuity quest, and this is probably the Emissary quest. I'm assuming. That's not a complete 100% no. This quest I'm still not 100% sure how to do. I had an issue with that on my druid too. I couldn't figure it out. Let's see. Shouldn't have that. Oh, that's that stupid item that I can't. It's bugged out. I don't have it to delete it, but it keeps giving me the quest like every 5 seconds. Thanks, Blizzard. Now I infinitely have a quest in my quest log that's bugged out. It's not even in my bags. That's like what the messed up part is. That over there, that's a vendor item. I really don't need this. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. Don't need those. I'm gonna keep that because I think that's actually turn initables. I'm gonna staff and healing trinket. I'm surprised this queue's taking this long. It's supposed to take 80 seconds and it's taking me 8 minutes, so. I have one of these. Yeah, 330 to 343. This is 330, 343. So I don't even know if there's a point of getting it. This is a prejudgment, but like I said, in the past, Blizzard has always done a very poor job of keeping up with stuff when leveling, so I don't particularly have much faith in it. I'm hoping that they maybe kept up with crafting a little bit better, but the issue is in the past when they kept up with crafting, it was always super hard to get caught up from. So. Okay, got that done. So that can be turned in up here. But that will be a later turn in. I'm going to now fly and start my other quest. That figures. I'm going to equip my trinket. The only issue that's going to suck is I have no mana when I go into this. And I think I actually have... Oh, did I get this place again? I don't think I have quests for this place. Oh, I do. Last boss. I wish the tank had waited a minute. Yeah, kind of an issue when someone just runs in. Yeah, you can always say mana in chat. They don't always listen though, so. Let me look at this real quick. Spin those real fast. This not eating up my heal that's on the person will help out a lot with healing. Gonna make sure I buff everybody. Yeah, they're taking a lot of damage. Death Knights are very health jumpy, so it's not really out of the norm. Most of their damage reduction comes from healing themselves. I think I might need some new mana things, because I'm not... Oh yeah, my mana pots are a little outdated. And everybody's just taking so much damage. Not making it easy on a guy. And where this person is such high level, it makes it even harder. If you have a mage, you can always ask for their food. They have the best food in the game. Looks like I'm not going to get any though, so not like it matters.
More trespassers! I will not allow you through!
Wow, I don't know what just killed this dude, but... Oh, the mage just absolutely obliterated him. I really need to relook at my spec because it's probably not set up the best in the world. Nice little trinket that they got there. Mage isn't as gear as I thought they were. They must just be doing this to get their item level up to do heroics. Or they're playing with someone.
It's too far away.
I thought the mage was pulling a lot of damage earlier, but maybe they're not.
I need to get closer.
I definitely am looking forward to doing some boomkin in the future, though. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. That stuff needs to stay with the tank. Let's see, we got this boss, then we got these two bosses. This leveling hasn't been too bad. I definitely didn't think it was... It's definitely very moving around a lot, which I do like. I don't like to have to sit in a zone like for an hour on end. I used that way too early. It'll be fine. Maybe I didn't use it too early. That guy being max level has 305 health, has 207. Not as much as I thought.
The winds are always in
Our tank only has 186 though. Huh, that's weird. It's not because they're like really bad geared or anything. I'm not actually spec'd for this. Usually I would probably spec cat just because I find cat a lot more fun to try to play if you're a healer for some reason. Even though boomkin would make more sense like I have here, I actually really enjoy cat form. We are now at one of the bosses. and I set my boomkin for him. Guess no one's going to do anything about these little things. They're just killing everybody. The fact that that's a 20 stack instant kill is hilarious. Well, it was funny until I got about 6 of them on me. It's not as funny anymore. And I have to keep using my thing on myself so I don't die. Man, that was rough. Things like kill frogs, I'm like, that should have been obvious from the start. Like, I don't know why everybody's ignoring the frogs. I could definitely see that fight really sucking on Mythic Pluses. Guy doesn't want heals, I guess. I definitely need to take a look at my spec later at some point. Because I'm definitely having some struggles healing. I think it's probably some of my specs, some of my gear, because I am a little bit behind on gear, I would say. Well, actually, I take that back. I'm actually kept up fairly well with gear, so I don't know what the deal is. Boy, oh boy. I sure would love some mage food. There we go. I miss the time when mages would just drop at every dungeon. Guess I'm just not getting any.
Free from their corruption.
Before doing these dungeons on higher difficulties, as in probably Mythic Plus, I would say, it wouldn't be the worst idea to read the dungeon journal on them. Maybe in normals too would be a horrible idea. Oh, I can actually stand behind this and cast. That's pretty cool. If you pay attention, it's really easy not to stand and stuff. Once I got hit the first time with it, I kind of knew like what not to stand in. It's a pretty nice finger. Little nice 30 item up to 306. One more boss. Wonder where this dungeon turns in anyway. Probably in Valdraken. I think that's where I got the quest. Now this will be fun. Yeah, this is why it's important to make sure you have updated mana drinks, because you really can't always rely if you have a mage that they'll actually drop it. And if you're a mage player, drop mana drinks for your healer. Like, it's not rocket science. When you go in a dungeon, just drop them every time. They're better than anything your healer can get. Because I think it's a percentage based, not a like mana specifically based. This is rough. I think you're actually supposed to drag these off this, but I don't know that 100%.
Fools! Do you not see what that wretch Tyr has done?
Get a little bit of mana drinking going down.
The elemental will cleanse the waters.
One more boss. I think I get something really nice for killing this guy too. Let's see. Either a pair of shoulders, which would be a huge upgrade, a trinket, which would be a pretty good upgrade, or a finger, which wouldn't be a good upgrade. So the shoulders would be really nice.
I need to get closer.
This is a dungeon the last time when I did this, the half our group sat AFK for the first half of the boss up there. But we had like that super broken geared tank, so. We didn't make it this far last time. I'm not 100% sure what we're supposed to do. Probably supposed to just like run back to the boss, usually. And probably start attacking those. However, we gotta wait for the tank to get back here.
It's too far away.
Or not. I thought that they would aggro. That one did aggro, huh? Not too bad. We have pretty normal DPS in this dungeon too. One of our damage dealers is like below the tank a single target. Never a good sign if your damage is below the tanks, unless the tank is super geared, which he's 65, so... A nice pair of boots too. Pair of boots, some more gold. Now a little over halfway through the level. If I get a chance, I'm going to try to pick up some mana drinks at some point. Dungeon quest. Yeah, it gets turned in here, so whenever I go back to turn that one quest, I can turn this one. I get 111 gold and 20,000 experience, which is pretty good little chunk of experience. I'll probably end up turning that one in after I finish hitting 70, though. Part of me kind of wants to wait to start the campaign and just start that as its own series, because it's going to be its own series, but I'm going to probably have to include this video into the campaign. Let's see. What I probably should have done was went and did World Quest too, because I could have probably hit max level pretty quick doing that. While I fly though, oh, never mind. I was gonna say I could mess with my spec while I fly, but can't mess with a spec whenever you're not in it, which is kind of an odd rule they have. I get 93,000 just for doing one? Really? That's pretty good. Wonder how hard they are. I can sign up as all, but I want to wait till I hit the ground. And what I might do is go ahead and stop with this campaign stuff, because I haven't really done much. I've just done the Dragon Isle, Emissary, and the Spark of Ingenuity parts, but I haven't done any of the rest of it. And I think I'm just going to dungeon, and I'll add this in as the part 1 that I kind of started but didn't finish type thing.
Come, settle down for a spell.
So I'm going to go ahead and fly back.
How are you?
Here. To Valdraken. Oh, I meant to buy mana drink so I could queue up. That sucks. And I meant to go healer spec so I can mess around with my spec while I was flying. Actually, what I can do is hit this, and then whenever I pass this up here, it should just, well, this should have request to stop. Unfortunate. Imagine requesting to stop, and then it's just like, I think not, and then just takes you back to your part. Let's see. Not too bad. Trying to decide if I want a dungeon before doing the campaign part and get some gear, or if I want to just get some gear. Let's go ahead and swap specs real quick. Restoration. I'm not a huge fan of how my restoration spec plays out right now, so that's one of the reasons why I kind of want to redo it real fast. Is there a...
We protect the Isles.
Let's see. Let's go and grab some mana drinks. So they got some here. Nope. Looks like that's probably going to have to be a... when I get to the major city type thing. Let's see. Talent. Part of me... That's actually a really nice one for single target healing. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the right tree. So I know I want that, I know I want that, I know I want that. I think that's pretty nice. Let's see. Increase some of the clarity chance to activate Clear Cast to 5%. Can stack one more time. Clear Cast regrowth heals for an additional 30%. I think I'm going to skip this because I really don't like Clear Casting, even though it gives me a free spell. Let's see. Let's go Nature Swiftness. The regrowth heals for more, so that's pretty useful. That's pretty good. Kind of a common sense thing to take. Let me see what's down here. That's not bad. I don't know if I like that. It's really hard to tell, but whenever you have times where your abilities have to proc, it's kind of a pain to deal with. You're definitely going to reduce the cooldown of Tranquility, though. I like that spell. I like that spell. That could be really nice mixed with this down here, having 2 life blooms on 2 different targets, because that means I could heal 2 different people at the same time. That's not horrible, but I'm not too enthusiastic about it. That's a pretty nice little ability. Let's see, I need some more stuff. That's definitely pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This isn't bad, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Not really a huge fan of that either. I mean, it can kind of heal what it wants. I'm not really too worried about it. I don't really like this ability. I mean, it's probably pretty nice. Mastery Harmony. What is that? So that probably is pretty strong. So I'm going to keep that. Then we get Nourish. Let's see. That's pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think I would actually like to go over here. That's not bad. I didn't really take the clear casting thing though. That's not bad. That's pretty nice. I like that, so I'll go with that. And then you got... I'll go ahead and take that too. One more point. Might as well take Insect Swarm. Let's try this build real quick, because I'm about to queue up anyway for dungeons, so I went and took the little bit of extra time to fix my stuff up a little bit. Let's take that off the bar, because that's not very important. That can't be cast on me, unfortunately. Let's see what we got here. We got Nourish. This isn't bad, however, it can be cast and then left alone because it lasts for 30 seconds. Get this. I don't need Wrath. This really doesn't need to be over here either. That's a cooldown. Cooldowns I usually don't leave on my action bars, preferably. Unless they're short like that one is. Stuff I use a little more frequently, I try to leave like this. I'm not 100% sure how well Nourish is going to heal for. However, I think this now heals for like a lot more. Because I did something with like Life Bloom healing. Master's Harmony. So 2 Life Blooms because I have this down here if I have it on 2 different people. That's 6 stacks, so that's pretty strong. And then Regrowth also counts. And it's like an instant cast, so that's pretty nice too. Let's see. Let's move that over here. Still don't know if I'm fully in love with this, but the cooldown's so low I need to leave it on the action bar. Let's see what we got over here. Nothing useful. So now I need to go turn in quest, and I can queue for dungeons. Watch after I did all that. I do need to go find a... Did that count towards this? Yeah, see, Dragon Isle Emissary just got completed because I just had to go check those areas, so I do have to unfortunately put this video in with my DragonFlight campaign video series. Maybe. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to make that a series or if I'm just going to make it kind of... Because that part really doesn't matter too much. All you're doing is going and looking at stuff, so... I'm really hoping to get in as a healer. I mean, I could tank. It's not going to be an issue. Probably. Because my tank spec is still pretty well set up. Let's see. We go over here. Turn this bad boy in. Get these nice shoulders. Now I just need 4 more bars. My queue shouldn't take too long. I did forget to go get mana drinks again, though. For like the 5th time. Gotta do that famous dragon dive. Innkeeper, here we go. Plus I need to set my hearth anyway. Let's see, 75,000. That's not really... Oh, there we go. That's very odd that they have that lower, but yeah, okay. Definitely worth splurging on mana drinks because it's a huge pain in dungeons, like as you saw in my last dungeon, to keep up your mana if your mana drinks suck. Gonna throw those on my action bar. I'm gonna take this off. I don't really see a point of having Revitalize and my single target res. It does the same thing, but Revitalizes reses everybody, and the other one's just a single target, so I don't even know why they have both those spells. So what I'll probably do now is swap back to bear form until I get into the dungeon. I have not kept up with either of these specs, so they probably are not even doable if I got in as DPS right now. So here's the hoping I actually get in as healer, and I can go do world objectives to hit max level. If I wasn't trying to make it to where I didn't do campaign stuff, I probably would just go ahead and start campaigning. However, I'm not even sure if I'm going to start campaigning when I hit max level first. I might actually do dungeons to get some gear to increase the speed of campaigning. Because once I hit 70, I'm not going to have very good gear. Oh, what is this? This is a world objective that wasn't part of the world objective I was trying to do. And it has a lot of health. I'm actually considering bailing out on this one because I think that this is actually something completely different. Also, it's gonna kill me because its health is just too high. I must be going up here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's definitely something. Corrupt Pro Dragon. Oh, I gotta bail out. Get my nice little full health heal. Wait for this to regen a little bit. So that's definitely my quest up there, and getting up there is going to be the fun part. Go forward, go forward. Oh man, that sucks. Last thing I needed was to fall down there. Okay. The embarrassing stuff always happens with that last little push. I wish this quest dungeon thing would pop up. I'm hoping to get a dungeon I haven't done that I have a quest for. But I still have 3 quests, so get a nice little head, nice little trinket. Would be nice if this kind of regened a little faster. Oh, so I just gotta fly through it. I don't even have to like. Come on, get up there. So we got a 36 slot bag in chat. It's pretty nice. It looks like I was actually supposed to go above these. This could actually be a pretty fast one to do. They're just in such horrible spots, though. Kind of regretting doing this one now. There's nothing. I don't see anything right here unless I'm missing it that just like boosts you up to be able to get up there in one hit. Oh, there's some quests there. It takes so long just to get one. Yeah, I'm gonna say screw this quest and go somewhere else. Yeah, unless I'm doing that quest wrong, that's a very poorly done quest. Oh, I just need a little bit to get up there. Come on. I'll be honest, I didn't expect for it to take this long for me to get into a dungeon. Cute as every roll, by the way, is taking this long to get to a dungeon.
Great fish gather in droves. Go, gather meat for us and bring back stories.
Oh, I just gotta kill these. Oh, you can't do that while swimming. Okay, I understand now. Part of me is highly considering going back and just doing one of these quest areas that I skipped the side quest on at this point. Oh, that's it? Easy. I don't care about that mob. What I could do, though, is instead of doing the campaign on this person, who's already max level, I could do it on an alt that isn't max level yet, and then do a mixture of my 60 70 on another alt with the campaign. Highly tempting. Let's go, little fishy. I don't see any more down this way, so I gotta go the opposite direction. Never mind. Didn't even click that one, but hey, I won't complain. Oh, it looks like you don't even have to be locked on. You can just pull them in like this. One good heave-ho. Nothing over here now, so I gotta go back. Oh, wait. I'm hoping I get a decent, well, 10,000 experience for this is not really worth it. Not when you can just be questing.
What a haul!
How about a
Certainly
bar? That's
worthy
not
of a
particularly
tale or
that
two
great.
of your own.
Let's see. Probably gonna head back to somewhere else that's a little bit better. Kinda can't believe I haven't gotten into a dungeon yet, though, at the same time. Nope.
The mountain.
Probably just gonna head over here. Some decent quests over here that I know I missed, and for 4 bars, it's a lot easier just to go ahead and knock that out. This video is already 1 hour and 18 minutes long, which most of that was just traveling around doing the stupid campaign stuff that I probably should have just waited to do. Hit a tree.
Welcome. I have a story for you. Fight with fury, then rest.
Last time we're fighting just 2 mobs. That poison's not looking particularly good. Also, some of these mobs aren't taking like any damage. Yeah, they're gonna really make me do it. Or I could basically just spam this. I'm really surprised that these mobs made me pop that. They definitely don't want to die though, these stupid absorption shields. $29. Why am I not surprised? 1 short. They love them absorptions in this expansion. I kind of wish they would... CC and absorptions are a huge pain to have to deal with. And it's not even like added difficulty, it's just sucks. It's not fun to play around when you're trying to kill mobs or farm or quest. Easy experience.
Show me your hands. Get some rest. Heed your blind spots. May your prey fly low and run.
I'd like just to kind of get in a dungeon here at some point. Usually it's not supposed to take this long if you have this popped up here. These are like the wombo combo of the century. Absorption and magic damage. Both things a druid suck at dealing with. Especially magic damage. So I gotta watch this one about putting absorption on themselves. Tough little things. They do a lot of damage. That's something I need over here. Which my first tank dungeon. This should be interesting. Go ahead and grab these real quick. Move away from this. I think there's mobs that spawn there. This will probably hit me max level too, so I probably won't even need to finish this quest. Unfortunately, this video is probably going to be close to like 2 hours though because of a dungeon finishing it off. Why am I not surprised? All I have to do is watch the one that does the mud barrier. Did not mean to do that. Bada bing, bada boo. And now I'll get in and now I'll get the experience from that versus this, which I probably should have just left and finished with quest, but
Alexstrasza charged us with protecting the life pools from the primalists. I pray they have not infiltrated too deeply.
I think it's still messed up showing poisons over there. I do sometimes forget the fact that I do need to be using Iron Fur. but I'm not really spec'd for damage reduction. We're dealing damage at this point. This guy has a 163,000 magic shield. That's insane. Whoops.
If only you could have understood the righteousness of our cause. Such a pointless death.
Really didn't need to pull that. And this Invoker's pulling some insane damage, though. Oh, now it's boss time. First boss time.
Melidrusa, I have failed.
My allies sacrificed themselves so that I could return these eggs to their natural state. You will not interfere! I consume you! Be frozen and shatter! I am sorry, but I need your strength, little ones! I consume you!
I'm not taking too much damage.
No, these belts are pure. They will show you the truth.
Using the whelps just to max out my fury, just so I can get a ton of absorption.
Be frozen and shatter.
Poor healer's struggling. I feel him though. I was that healer, like.
I can help you thrive here. Good work, champion. Now that you have secured the pools below, I require your aid above.
Is that Valdraken? Or Volpirion, I mean. Dragon? That's what it sounds like.
The exposed life pools.
Oh, I've actually never done this dungeon before.
A powerful primalist is attempting to burn all the nesting areas. You must clear them to get to her. I will keep watch from above while I confront the dragon who is leading this assault.
Quickly, take the eggs! Save as many as you can!
It has no cooldown. That's insane. I misclicked it though. I meant to click the invoking spell.
Well done. You have secured the first pool. Now, I don't have a card.
Pool number 2.
Keep clearing them out. Do not let the Primalists desecrate this hallowed...
There's a decent amount of self-healing too. Well, self-absorption, not really self-healing. I like this build because it does a lot of single or AoE damage.
You are almost to the master of these minions. The last pool is safe. She is exposed. Attack that Primalist before she can summon reinforcements.
DPS are kind of in their own little world up here. So far, this one isn't too bad in terms of length. I thought it was going to take a lot longer to do this. A lot of times people don't like to kill the ads, which can really cause issues. With like the frogs earlier that basically completely almost wiped us out. On normal that's fine, but if people try to do that on higher difficulties, it's almost gonna wipe you half the time. I mean, we're struggling pretty hard here just because this mob should have already been dead. I don't actually have heal on my... There we go. Onward to the last boss. Yeah, I am definitely leveling this build. I don't know how well it's going to hold up at max level, but so far it seems to do pretty good with like the absorption and everything. I don't know if I would have pulled that much, but... Man, look at that Evoker just pulling absolutely insane damage. That poor mage didn't stand a chance. What's sad is that I actually complained about tanks doing this like a couple minutes ago on my healer, just because of the AoE. They definitely made this more healer hard in terms of dungeons, because the fact that I can hold aggro of everything and everyone still takes a lot of damage is a little bit dumb.
Your false queen cannot stop us. We are the truth.
Find my...
Deal with these operations.
Take her! Who is better than one? Help me, Kairaka!
This reminds me of the Hellfire Ramparts dungeon where the guy jumps off the dragon's back and then he dies and the dragon has to come down and fight you. They do this on a lot of dungeons because there's also a Kata dungeon that has almost the exact same fight style. And I hit level 70. Easy mode unlocked. Easy 936 gold.
Thank you, champion. The life pools are safe for the moment, but the primalists are still
I hit 70.
We must be vigilant, lest we be caught off guard again.
I'm going to leave this. Hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have messed with
storm has abated. It is time to return to the Forbidden Reach and search
the
for
Forbidden
survivors
Reach.
and seek answers about the Drakthir's past.
Is that one of the new zones? Oh, that is one of the new zones. I haven't done that yet, so I'll probably... I haven't fully decided if I want to main this character, even though this is like the name of my channel type character. Okay, well, at some point I'll get out of range of mobs, hopefully. Trying to just hearth out. Did that fish just go through a tree? Time to see what the ending gold amount is with that vendor. Let's see. Not what I wanted to do. Wow, that was a mess up. So this here. Random crap in this last bag that just kind of went here. So my end gold was 20,289. So that's not too bad for 1 to 70. End item level is 310. Again, not too bad. Not great either, though. 1,000 quests around here that I'm probably going to need to do. Yeah, there's like quests everywhere. That's probably for cooking. Spark of Life, the Azun Spawn. So the campaign went away, and now I have Embers of Netharian. Netharian, I mean. Wow, that was horrible. I'm not sure what that's even for. I'm kind of wondering if they didn't have the DragonFlight campaign just as a way of... Because you got Dragon Scale Expedition, Reach Renown. Reach Renowned. Do that. And this is for this. Which is for Forbidden Reach. I'm not sure if Forbidden Reach or the Cavern is the newest one. I think the Cavern is. The Crucible. Let me see. You can usually tell by what the dungeon current raid is. Crucible. So it's probably this. Because this is the current raid, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, there's 1,000 quests, tons of stuff to do. However, that is something for another video. Got my 0.1 point for this, which is over here. Pretty much useless. Increase speed. But that was my 1-2-70 new player walkthrough, even though that 69-70 was a little rough. Did a pretty good job. And until the next video.